What's up, y'all? You're watching Brooklyn Shuffleboard, and we are out here for the finals of the Fall Banquet. You're about to watch two of the best teams in the Shuffleboard Club play for the championship. I'm joined here with Missy Keiko, #1 female shuffleboard player in the world. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk through some shuffleboard strategy and walk you through what's gonna be an amazing match. This is my man, Jonathan Snap, right here. Say hi.
What's up, all you shuffleboard maniacs?
Let's go. All right. We're gonna let my man Jonathan talk to you. Oh yeah. Let's go. Good luck, everyone. We got Philly Specials versus Breakfast of Champions. We're banqueting like it's 2016 right now. Philly Specials have 3 wins under their belt. Breakfast of Champions have 2 under their belt. They haven't been in the banquet in a long time, and we are about to kick it off with the first shot. As mentioned, I am joined by the #1 female shuffleboard player in the world, Missy Keiko.
Hello, everybody.
Missy, why don't you tell the world at home what the playoff format is?
Well, so today they're playing 2 8-frame games in the yellow, black, black, yellow format. After the first 8 frames, they will end and then start another game. So depending who wins the games wins. If they tie, they go into overtime.
Oh yeah, overtime's gonna be a 4-frame match if each team wins one. So yeah, why don't we start off talking a little bit about the shuffleboard going on right now. Yellow missed the lag line. Black tried to put up a St. Pete. And now it's going to be interesting to see what yellow does. Are they going to try to clear, or are they going to try to block up the board for Black's hammer? What do you think?
It's looking like he's blocking it up, filling it in, as we like to call it.
Yeah, that was a really nice fill-in. Kind of creates a Tampa for himself. He's pretty much thinking if Black wants to try to bump their black in, they can go for it. But it's a really hard shot. If they miss it, then yellow's going to have a hide opportunity.
All right.
And
so he cleared that out, but now he has 2 blocks in the way.
100%. He cleared it out or tried to clear it out, stuck instead, and now yellow has to think about, do I continue to block up the board, or do I go on the board, or what's my move here? He decides to lay an even better Tampa, just continuing to clog up that left side of the board.
I felt like maybe he was going for a 10, but I'm not sure. Ooh, going for the
and
bump.
Black goes for that bump I talked about earlier,
no.
but that's like not great execution. That is 100% in the kitchen.
Yeah, early on in the game, you're getting used to the speed, so when you go for something like that, it's pretty risky.
100%. And now yellow's move, block that up, make it so that Black can clear themselves out. That looks pretty good.
Right.
What do you think? You got a better angle than I do. Is that good?
Yeah, it's pretty good, but there's still an alley for him to get through.
Oh, so he does have a line on it?
Yes.
All right, looks like he's going down that alley.
What?
Shoots it super hard and clips the yellow block up front. So 1 frame goes by, and it's -10 for Black, 0 yellow.
Yeah, that was I feel like that was pretty hard to try to clear it out, but
You don't think when you're trying to clear out a kitchen, you try to blast it?
Oh, yeah, so he was trying to go down the alley, and he clipped it. I was just thinking the way it hit it, it almost looked like he was trying to bump it.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, I think you said the alley was clear, so I think that's what he was going for. So just like that, I mean, this game it's a -10 on Black's hammer after first frame. So this kind of changes the complexion of the whole match. If you're Dana right now without the hammer, what are you just kind of sticking to the normal strategy of St. Pete's and Tampas, or do you switch it up even though it's only the 2nd frame?
I think they have a little bit of time. Yes, it was the first frame and they got -10, but they don't have to go into kitchen mode. But she is going on the board.
Yeah, Dana disagrees. I'm kind of with you where I'm like, maybe I could throw up a Tampa and get a little high behind it. But, kitchen game is probably the right shot. And there it is.
Yeah.
She is left with an opportunity to kitchen that yellow 8 disc. All right, she's lining up for it. She shoots it a little bit hard. Yeah, way too hard.
Yeah, that's too bad because it didn't leave her a point and it didn't give her a kitchen.
And that's exactly why yellow's throwing off right there. They're thinking, what can I do? I could score a point. That's what Dana wants to begin with. She wants to kitchen it. So yellow throws off, and Dana's going on the board again. And she gets a beautiful, beautiful high 7.
It's really nice.
Really nice. So yellow, going to be really hard to score on that. They're going to have to roll it to the right or left or kitchen it. They go kitchen speed, and they overshoot it, leaving it on the line.
So that was great because they stole their kitchen, so that essentially is everything she wanted. Of course, she wanted to get a point, but that's even more helpful going into these next frames. You essentially stole their point, so it's kind of like giving you more opportunities to score, and you try to stop them from scoring.
Yeah, they stole their hammer.
Yeah.
Not their kitchen.
Did I say that? I'm
you
sorry.
said they stole their kitchen.
Man, so something about tonight is we have Banquet tonight, and everybody dressed up, so it's a little bit different than our normal, like shuffleboard. Everybody's dressed up. You saw Jeff and I. Jeff was wearing a tux. I'm wearing a dress.
What's the Banquet theme right now?
The Banquet theme is homecoming.
Yeah, winter formal homecoming. Everyone is decked to the number 9s. We're rocking corsages.
All right, interesting. So this gives them a chance to hide.
Yeah, Black
exactly
has
what he wanted.
Black has an opportunity to score on the 8 or 7 on the left side, and that yellow disc up front will be 100% in the way. They go for it, and they get it there. I mean, that if you could see it from the angle, the yellow's only half in the way. We call that like half blocked. It needed to be about 6 inches to the left to be really blocked, but it's still not an easy shot for yellow.
Yeah, he's going to clear
and
this out.
And they get it. Really hard shot. They're able to get rid of the black disc. And now Black has an opportunity, though, to kitchen and score an 8 and get back in this game.
It's looking good.
Oh, baby.
Oh, nice.
Tell me that's in. That is 2 discs, 8
kitchen.
Black, -10 yellow. The crowd responding. That was
a great shot.
Nasty, nasty shot. Yellow, again, not an easy shot. They're trying to clear the black out. They clear the black out, but they don't bump it into the kitchen. And now Black has an opportunity to get rid of that yellow and kitchen it again and really get back in this game.
I'd like to see that.
A little too hard. And it curved right. All right, well, still good job for Black this frame. I mean, yellow has the hammer shot. They can try to clear themselves out of the kitchen. That yellow up front is like kind of in the way, but not really. Some people would say just score on the open court, but they look like they're lining up for the kitchen clear.
Yeah.
I think he just readjusted. I think he's going open court.
He
goes open court, and he can't get it.
So
Wow.
something interesting tonight, Jeff, is everyone on the court has been playing for at least since 2015.
Oh, absolutely. I think all these teams have been in the league since Open 2014. Dana down here actually won the first championship with the Dino Sliders. Have you been to Dino Barbecue down here in Gowanus, Brooklyn? You can see there's a giant trophy next to the kitchen. And There Will Be Biscuit, the Philly Specials, previously known as There Will Be Biscuits, they've been playing since the first season too. So definitely a lot of shuffleboard experience here. I think you saw that with going for the open hammer, but he just couldn't get it, came up short.
You see that, how it curved in towards the line, but then curved out. There's some interesting micro drifts on this court.
Oh yeah, a lot of micro drifts on the court. Also interesting, Dana's still going on the board, you know? They're caught up right now. It's -10 all, if I'm not mistaken. So they're caught up, but she's still playing kitchen game.
Yeah, that is interesting.
And that was a nice shot. That was a nasty shot.
That's a good example of how when you go on the board like that, like they can use it against you. He tucked it right behind that block, and now it's perfectly hidden.
All right, Dana powering it with the combo shot. Gets the combo shot, one of them. She gets both discs out. Nice combo shot.
She's wearing a shirt. I don't know if you saw that. It says, "This is my shuffleboard winning shirt."
That's very formal. I love it. Yeah, Dana rocks shuffleboard T-shirts. You love to see it. If you want to get yourself some shuffleboard T-shirts, go on Good Shuffling on Etsy.
Ooh.
Yellow with a nasty split. Gets the 8 and the 7. And Dana has a tough shot ahead of her. What's she going for here?
Probably going to try to hit that 8 and try to clear out that 7 with that yellow, trying to clear it both out.
All right, she shoots it hard. Curls left a little bit on her, and instead she sticks the 8. So yellow has to get rid of the black 8 here, clear and replace it, but they have to be really careful that they don't knock that black disc into their own.
Yeah, notice how he's shooting from the outside. I think he's using the outside to try to help with that direction.
And he misses it left. It ends up in a pretty good spot where it's kind of a hard hammer for Dana, but she's going for that yellow 7. You can tell she's setting up from the outside, the 4 spot.
Yeah, she's got to be careful with this one. It might clip the one in front of it. Ooh.
Holy moly. Oh, man. She gets rid of the 7, almost keeps it in the 7 and scores, but just can't get it done. Shoots it a teeny bit too hard. And after 4 frames, we're tied up. Negative 10 to negative 10.
You see that after she shot, they gave each other like a little kind of high five. It just shows the camaraderie we have around here.
Oh, yeah. This definitely is a window into what makes the Royal Palms League so special. I mean, this is a party that is just for league players. They're close to the public right now. They bought like 70 free pizza pies. There's a photo station right now. Every beer comes with a free shot. There's a giant dance party after this. Everyone gets wedding drunk on a Monday night. This is going to be a hell of a night ahead of us.
Yeah. It's fun to see. Of course, both teams want to win, but they're going to have fun doing it.
100%.
All right.
You know what Dana told me? I know they're playing down there, but Dana told me that she just likes going on the board and playing that style of shuffleboard because it's more fun. And I think a lot of times it's like people see it as not the right strategy because, especially on our drifty Palms courts, with the construction going next door, you never really know where it's going to drift. It's really hard to play that way, but it's been working so well for her this playoffs as they're cruising into the finals here.
You know, that's a great reminder that Dana likes to play that way. And it's definitely making this an interesting game to watch.
Absolutely, and it's also a good reminder that there's many different paths to victory in a shuffleboard match. You could keep it clear, score your hammer, and be the most consistent at that. You could also play the kitchen game like Earl Ball loves playing the board, and you could be the best at that. And either way, if you get good enough, you're going to win. And Black doing a tremendous job of keeping the board clear. They're figuring with a tie score right now. They're figuring that they don't want to really. They just want to keep the board clear and score their hammer. What do you think? Yellow's probably going to just block up or maybe go for a high 8 or a high 10.
Yeah, I think go on the board.
Instead, they get on the 7 line and an open board for Black's hammer.
Oh my gosh. That's a
That
kitchen.
is self-kitchen number 2. Oh, that's so rough. That is so rough. Self-kitchen number 2.
All right. So Black's up
That
first.
is so rough. Yeah, it's negative 10 to negative 20 right now. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. We got some helpers from Continental Breakfast, right? Shout out Team Continental Breakfast. Made a really nice playoff run this season.
They
Helping out with the iPhone Super Zoom, showing us the scoreboard better than human eyes can comprehend. Anyway, so Dana's going to go for the kitchen here.
Ooh. It's looking good.
And she almost gets it. Gets the 8, but comes up a teeny bit short on the kitchen.
It's still there for her to, depending on what happens here, to kind of like maybe touch again, depending on what happens here.
Yeah, Yellow's probably going to just blast that Black one, which they do
Ooh.
really nicely. And Dana, without the hammer this frame, is going to think about what to do with this disc, you know? What are you thinking here? Down 10 points, 3 frames left.
Honestly, I couldn't perfectly hide it behind that yellow, but I tried to get it close, like maybe get it on that 7 just to make it difficult to clear.
I think she's kind of putting it next to it. I kind of like that too, also, because if he clears it out, I think she was maybe wanted that to be a little shallower, so if he cleared it, it might slam the yellow. But either way, I think it's the kitchen game. That's her strategy. I mean, Yellow has 2 hammers left. Black only has 1 hammer, and Black's down 10. So when are you going to make up those points? It needs to be as soon as possible.
Yeah.
All right, Yellow's lining up. Clear it really nicely.
Okay. So now she definitely has the opportunity to try to tuck it behind here.
It's a hard shot.
It is really hard.
But makeable. I mean, I think that's
It looks like she might be going for the same thing, like kind of put it next to it.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think she's just
I don't
trying
think
to
she
get
got
it
it.
right. I think she was trying to get it right next to it.
Yeah.
So hopefully it'd be hard to clear out, and she might have a disc stayed in, but couldn't get it done. And now open court hammer for yellow. And yellow shoots the disc. Looks like it's curving left, and it curves right into the 8. Really, really nice hammer for the Philly Specials.
I was going to say, you got to be careful with that shot, because if you get too close to the line, it'll hug it.
Oh, absolutely. 2 frames left. Philly Specials are up 18 right now. They're in celebration mode. Still 2 frames left. Only 18. Still a lot of shuffleboard left. But they must feel good with their odds at this point.
So they're going to go on the board here.
Absolutely. Black going on the board, throwing up an 8. Might be on the line, but either way, it's going to be kitchen bait. Not in, on the line. Still works.
I know I would want to clear this.
Oh, 100%. Yellow's move right now is clear everything, try to score the hammer, and go up 20 in the last frame. And they don't clear it. They stick it there, giving Black something to hide behind. And Black is aiming right at that printed number 7, maybe a teeny bit to the left of it. Oh, can't get it done.
It's looking good until the last second.
Yeah, it kind of looked pretty good. Need to be a little bit harder. Push through that drift maybe. All right, yellow still clearing on the mime. And they don't clear it.
I don't think that's what they wanted.
No, that's definitely not what they wanted. There's 2 frames left. They're up 18. He's trying to clear it. Instead, he gives Black a kitchen opportunity. Looks a little hard. Way hard. All right. Still there. Still something you can work with, maybe. If you're yellow, what do you do?
I would want to clear this up, but they've been struggling with it. So, or you could leave it as a block, like go straight on.
Yeah, it tries to clear it. Doesn't get it done. I mean, I think if you're Black, you got to hide. I mean, aiming for the corner 7 cross court is not an easy shot, but these players are in the finals. Like they're able to make these types of shots. They need to put it right in the corner 7, and that's not what he's going for.
Yeah,
he's just going on the board for a high 8. All right, gets the high 8.
It looks like there may be enough room. If you hit it straight on, it'll score a point.
Yeah, maybe. It's kind of hard to tell from our angle.
Here he goes.
And he does not score the hammer. So final frame of game 1. Breakfast of Champions is down 18 with the hammer.
Yeah. So they have their hammer, but they still got to make up 2 points.
Exactly. So
2
they got to play the kitchen game. They got to play the kitchen game in the front of the board, in the 8 or the 7 area. Because if you throw on a 7 and try to kitchen and score, that's only 17, and you're down 18. So yellow's going to throw the first disc off because they don't want to do anything. They just don't want to get kitchen right now.
So everybody, it looks like the teams are talking about what to do right now. We allow that at the Royal Palms. We allow teams to chat about what they want to do, but you can't talk too long. That's like an unspoken rule.
Yeah. Philly Specials definitely talking strategy. I overheard Bardo's conversation a little bit, and he gave a smile and said, "You have to make up 18 points." With that sort of, I just kitchened myself twice this game. Please bail me out. Sort of cute smile that Bardo has. Bardo's a sweetheart. I love that guy.
He's wearing a suit jacket, too, while he's playing. It looks like a comfortable one, but...
All right, so Dana goes on the board, but she does it with a 7.
And it's deep, too. That's good for trying to kitchen.
But as I said earlier, she's down 18. She needs to keep that kitchen bait in the front of the house.
True,
in the 8
for
and
the
10.
8, because then you need 3 scores.
I was kind of surprised yellow didn't throw off on the first one, but... Oh, yeah, Missy likes this song.
Well,
hopefully
we
can't hear
talk
it at
about
home
the songs.
for copyright reasons, but Missy's vibing right now.
That's why I didn't sing it, Jeff.
All right, Dana going on the board with an 8. That's exactly what she wants. Let's see if yellow can keep it clear, or if these slow Royal Palm courts are going to get the best of them. Slams it as hard as he possibly can and does not clear it off.
So
it is so hard to clear discs at the Royal Palms because we don't put beads down.
This is her chance.
Yeah, she needs this shot. If she doesn't get the shot, the game's over.
She needs one of them at least, minimum.
Oh my
Ooh,
God.
Get it.
Let's go.
So she got the -10.
Miss the shot, lose the game. Dana says, I ain't missing nothing. Kitchens it.
So interesting enough, though, if he clears it out successfully, she doesn't have that other scoring, so it's not really possible to get the 18.
Yeah. If he clears it out, the game's over.
Yeah.
So another make or break shot for yellow. He's taking his time, which I love.
He knows what to do.
He's lining it up. Blasts it and gets it
Oh.
clear. Nice high pressure clear.
Just-
high pressure clear.
Just for fun here, I would go for the split.
You go for the split here just for funsies? Or
Yeah,
you drop
or
the
the
cherry?
10.
Or you drop the cherry.
You know, sometimes when I'm in this position, I still use it as practice because you might go into overtime, so you got to practice those shots.
And Dana,
Yeah,
that's a
get
really
it.
good point. Dana doesn't get the split. She gets one of the two. And Philly Specials wins the first game of 2. Breakfast of Champions can't get it done despite some excellent, excellent play from Dana and some so-so play from Bardo. Sorry, Bardo. Dana played awesome there. I love to see it. She played like a true vet of the league. Made a kitchen shot when she needed it, time and time again. That was really fun to watch.
Everybody's giving high fives, giving high fives for the wins, and also giving high fives to cheer their teammates on to go get a win.
Yeah, absolutely. So playing for Breakfast of Champions, I think we got Grosky over here, and we got, is it Amanda?
Amanda Halsey.
Yeah, why don't you tell us a little bit about your experience with Breakfast of Champions way back when in 2014?
That's true. So Jeff and I started going to the Royal Palms, and he was on the Golden Tangs. So I was new. I was starting to learn the game, but I wasn't on a team yet. He happened to notice that the Breakfast of Champions was looking for someone to join their team, and he encouraged me to reach out to them and play with them. So they were the first team that I joined on. I didn't play with the Golden Tangs first. I played with the Breakfast of Champions. And in that environment, they let me come on and teach me.
All right, we got a special guest right now. We got Dana here. I know you can't see her, but she just played amazing. We're gonna do a little post game interview. So Dana, you played amazing. When
Thank
you
you.
made that last kitchen shot, what was going through your head?
Make the kitchen shot.
Make the kitchen shot.
But I wanted to make the kitchen shot and either tuck it behind mine or put an 8 out there.
Yeah. I love that you were throwing that kitchen bait in the 8 on the second one, so you'd have that opportunity. That was
Yeah.
really smart. What about when you made all those other incredible kitchen shots? What were going through your head?
Make the kitchen shot.
Excellent. And Bardo seemed to struggle. Do you think that was a function of the court or nerves, or what do you think?
I think he just got in his own head because he's pretty awesome, and you saw him in the first game. He was lights out. So we've got our A squad now. You know, we've been up with Philly Specials before in the finals.
Oh, I did not know that. When was this?
This was the Shot Heard Round the World game.
Oh my God, that was the Philly Specials match?
That was the Philly Specials.
Oh, if you don't know, the shot heard around the world came down to the last shot or second to last shot? The
Second to last shot.
Second to last frame?
Second to last.
Frame, you were playing the head, right?
Second to last frame. You're right.
Yeah, Dana was playing the head. I see how you remember this, even though it took place in like 2018 or whatever. Made a 10 by banking off a disc that was out of play, kind of like in between a Tampa St. Pete, rolled it into the 10 to like basically win the match for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Incredible.
Exactly.
I love it.
It was a great shot.
Yeah. All right. So then tell me a little bit about your A squad that's about to play, and then
All
we'll
right.
let you get down there and support your team.
All right, we got Grosky and Ryan, and Grosky is a wild card, and I love it. He just plays with his gut, goes whatever. He's not a clear and hammer. You know, I'm not a fan of clear and hammer.
Absolutely not. We all know that.
So he's one of my favorite players, and he's such a fun teammate. He's so supportive. You just couldn't ask for better.
Yeah, he's a super sweetheart. And down there we got Ryan, right? Tell me a little bit about
Ryan is so consistent. And here's the thing about Ryan. He makes crazy shots that you just don't think are possible. They're like bank, bank, bank kitchen. It's crazy. And
the
he
bing
does
bong.
it purposefully. It's
I
awesome.
love bing bong players, I call them.
Yeah.
Where you just the disco bing bong, something
Yeah.
crazy happens, completely unexpected.
Yeah. It's crazy because he's very consistent, and then he will purposefully make the craziest shot. So it's fun.
I love it. All right, I'll let
Should
you
be
get
a
down
good
there.
match.
It should be a great match. I'll let you get down there and support your team. I'm rooting for an overtime. I'm always rooting for an overtime. Thanks again, Dana. Good luck in the second game.
Thank you.
All right, great. So we got some warm-up shots going on right now. And yeah, Black's taking the warm-up shots. So, Missy, when you are taking your 4 warm-up shots that we get in the Royal Palms, what are you looking for? Are you trying to figure out the speed of the disc primarily, or are you trying to figure out the drift primarily? What is the priority number 1 in taking your warm-up shots?
I think because we don't get 2 for speed, the first one you're definitely kind of measuring the speed. And then after that, you kind of get a sense for what that is. But I actually always start out, I do a cross court, I see the speed for that, and then I go to hide behind a Tampa, and then I go for an 8 and then a 10. And I'm just kind of surveying the court. I'm also checking out the speed. I'm also seeing if one disc is slower or faster than the others and noting that.
All right, great. We're going to take a very quick pause. Be right back. And we're back. Just 2 discs later. Just had to reset the camera real quick. Yellow's concluding their practice shots, and we're about to jump into game 2 of the Royal Palms fall season banquet, baby.
So the only thing, just because we were talking about right before you chatted with Dana, I just wanted to finish. So I played with Breakfast of Champions, and I played with them for 3 seasons or so, learned the ropes. They taught me basically, like I had the good intuitions as a shuffleboard player, but they helped really lay that foundation and you know, teach me how to play. So I really appreciate all the time that I spend with them. And then I joined the Golden Tangs. We were creating 2 teams, but it was really awesome to play with them, and they're a really great team. So we're getting ready here, starting off yellow. And remember, it's yellow, black, black, yellow here. And they have 8 frames. Now, I don't remember on these courts if there's an advantage to one of the sides, but sometimes that can be the scenario, is one side might be harder to play on than the other.
Wow, that was a whiff of a clear to our right. And yellow probably just going to continue to block up the board, right? Put a disc to the right of that yellow. Oh, he's bumping it.
Ooh.
Goes for the bump, does not get the bump, but leaves the disc that he shot in perfect Tampa position on the left. You gotta love the Philly Specials commitment too to the theme right now. Dude down here is playing with dress shoes on, which I've never seen before.
I think it looks like some loafers.
Some loafers, got a little loafer situation.
Loafer situation.
All right, nice clear of the Tampa from black, and Ryan's gonna continue the strategy. This time he gets a much better St. Pete. That's pretty much textbook right there. Oh yeah, that's pretty much textbook right there.
It's looking like they're lining up. They're probably gonna go on the board.
They're gonna go on the board, not clear it. I think he's gonna try to clear it. He just cleared 2 discs in a row. He's going for the 3rd, blast it with all of the force he could muster. And because we're in near the murky waters of the Gowanus, it does not get clear. And Ryan has a perfect Tampa that he could hide behind down the left.
Here it goes.
And he nails it. Nasty hide from Ryan.
That's beautiful.
Wow, I'm surprised he didn't take that from the 4 spot from the outside. But he must have known that the drift was funky over there or something, because he got that perfectly.
I don't think it's possible to get to it. I would just go for a point on the other side.
Yeah, I would probably do the same thing. Just score down the right side. I mean, that's blocked up.
That's something newer players don't realize sometimes, is they just want to go and try to clear it out, and they don't think to just score on the other side.
Absolutely, yeah. You're like, oh, I'm screwed. I got to do something dramatic. No, don't do anything dramatic. Just score on the right side. And he does. Gets the 8. That was getting mighty close to that 7-8 line, and it stops a little bit short, and it's 7 yellow, 8 black. All right, so pretty much if you're yellow, you got to feel pretty good about that frame, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, black only scored 1 point on their hammer. If you could keep black from gaining a big lead on their hammer, like, that's how you do it.
Yeah, you didn't fully steal the hammer, but you stole a good amount of it.
He stole almost all that hammer.
Yeah,
black got 1
that.
point. Yeah, near total hammer steal. All right, so decent St. Pete from black, and yellow goes to clear it out, rolls it to the right a little bit. It's interesting that this game is like very different style than the first players playing the first game, where you saw a lot of board play. This is block and clear shuffleboard.
Part of that could come down to the people playing, but also that, you know, Phillies, they want to protect that win.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Phillies, it's pretty wild. Phillies, if they win this game, they will be tied for the most wins of any team, tied with the Gowanus Dolphins. And that will, like, solidify their status as, I mean, they might even be seen as the GOATs of the Royal Palms League. I mean, the Dolphins, too, because also Matt Bird won at Thanksgiving. But, like, they're up there, man. They're going to have tied for the most championships if they win this.
And the Dolphins have been playing a long time, too. They're an OG team.
Oh, yeah, shout out Gowanus Dolphins. Also, shout out the Gowanus Dolphins Instagram account. Best new Instagram account in the game.
The humor they bring to Instagram is just lovely.
Oh, absolutely. A lot of good Shuffleboard Instagram accounts. Yellow with a nice clear. Kind of like a little bit of an awkward form there, where it kind of looked like he did the chicken wing, but he got it clear. That was great. And then Black's last disc. The age-old question, what do you do? He's going for a high 8 on the right. Doesn't really get it. Maybe he's just trying to block up the right.
Yeah,
I don't know. No,
it
he looks a little
slowed down. I think he was going. I mean, it seemed like he was going for on the board, but it really slowed down there, like, quite quickly.
Based on his face, it looked like he was going for the high 8 and came up short. And Yellow with an open board on the left. Let's see if they can get this hammer. Looks pretty good. And it gets in there. Nice hammer from Yellow. Breakfast of Champions with a successful hammer. So after 2 frames, Yellow 14, Black 8.
So, interesting thing about that slowdown of the 8. That's something I would notice and pay attention to. I would be like, it slowed down a lot right there. Either I have to push through it, or like there's something funny going on in that spot, and you got to pay attention to that.
That's definitely like Shuffleboard 401. That's like grad school shuffleboard, where you're like trying to learn information from the court with every single shot you take throughout the entire match. That's another thing too that newer players may not think about, is they take their warm-up shots. They're like, all right, I'm trying to get a sense of the speed. I'm trying to get a sense of where the court drifts left, where it drifts right. But that sort of learning should happen throughout the entire match. Missy Keiko knows how it's done.
And I don't always remember these courts by heart. We just got them repainted and finished, so a lot of them had changed a bit. So we all have a general idea of these courts, but every day we're kind of discovering it again.
Yeah, definitely. Courts resurfaced and finished. The drift hasn't changed a lot, but it's definitely changed a decent amount. Like, I think the courts may be a little bit slower, or they have new sort of micro drifts as a result of the repainting. And then the number one factor too is they're building a condo right behind this building and right above this building, and they're pounding I don't know, pile drivers, I don't know, construction stuff into the earth, and it's been changing the drift.
So that looks good from here, but they're looking at it closely. So really what you need to do here though is make a call.
What I want to do, I want to see a third call. I love third calls. Yeah,
So,
if they don't agree, then we get a third call, which is Jonathan Schnapp. Oh, they're both
All right,
calling it in. I
calling
really
it
wanted
in.
that third call. There's something about the third call. It's just so dramatic.
It's fun.
It's fun. It's like a nice little extra moment that you get to savor at the Royal Palms.
And everybody gets to go, third call.
Everyone yells third call like they don't know. Where's Jonathan? Where's Jonathan? He's already walking there because he's on top of it.
You know, one of the best third calls I've ever seen in my life is what happens at the Royal Palms Chicago with Captain Scott. A man in a captain hat runs over with a flashlight. Oh, wow.
Oh, Yellow almost gets the kitchen, does not get it.
He runs over with a flashlight and a magnifying glass and takes a really good look.
Yeah, and he also does this thing where he like whips his arm out several times with the magnifying glass over the disc, whips it out a couple times. It's super dramatic. Captain Scott, best third call. I'm making a statement here. Hot take. Captain Scott, best third call giver in the entire world.
I think I agree with that. And shout out to Royal Palms Chicago. Visit if you're ever in Chicago. That looks
Yellow,
good from here,
throwing
but
up
they're going to
what
look.
looks to be a disc on the line or a high 7.
I think, not in,
All right,
not in.
I mean, that's fine. He didn't really need that to be in. He's throwing kitchen bait, you know? So
Yeah.
whether it's in or not, you know, Black's probably going to maybe clear it. Or maybe they're going to snuggle in front of it. I don't
I'm
know.
not sure.
I mean, they're down 6 right now, but it's still really early in the game. So I think he might score an 8 and try to snuggle in front of it.
Yeah, I think I would go for that.
Oh, he's going to clear it or kitchen it?
Kitchen.
Does
It's
not.
not in.
Does get the clear, does not get the kitchen.
Nothing's in right
And
now.
then Yellow with an open court hammer down the left side, which would give them a really nice lead here after 3.
And you know, these shots, you got to take your time and give
Oh, he's
yourself
going for
a
the
second.
kitchen.
Oh, neither.
Goes for the kitchen. I didn't see that coming. I thought he was going open court down the left.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it does not score anything there. Kind of waste a hammer. I mean, a lot of people though in the shuffleboard world, when they see that sort of like juicy, I could clear and replace the disc and kitchen it, they go for it even when it's on the line. I'm not really one of those people. I think that too much can go wrong, especially if you're shooting kitchen speed. It might drift unexpectedly. You know, maybe on like really pristine beaded courts where there's not a lot of drift, maybe then you go for the kitchen there because you know the court really well. But any court that has drift, you should just take the open shot. Do you agree with that or no?
I do agree. So he got a 10. He goes for a 10 right up front.
Goes for a 10 right up front. I mean, Black's down 6, but they have this extra hammer here. So if they score here, they're going to go up after 4 with the lead. Oh, and he cannot clear it. Look how hard he threw that, and he still couldn't clear it. It's so...
And sometimes, too, what people are doing when they go for that 10 early on is they're practicing that 10 speed so they could do it at the end.
Yeah, do it at the last shot before the opponent's hammer.
Yeah.
100%. All right, yellow's lining up from the outside here. They're going for a cross-court hide behind that black disc. An 8 or a 7, kind of close to the center line there. Throws a little hard, I think.
Ooh.
No, speed was pretty good, actually, but he clipped the block on the right. Could not hide it, and kind of moves that St. Pete disc kind of far to the right where it's hard to hide behind. And Black's still trying to play the clearing game. I didn't see nothing.
So
I didn't see nothing.
sometimes that happens.
I didn't see nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Touched it like a tiny bit, but you just move it back or you're fine with it.
If you're playing in Florida and you're up in arms over that, you're going to have to deal with it. The disc is pretty much in the same spot. Doesn't really matter. Let's just play some shuffleboard and not agonize over the written rule book. All right, yellow with a kitchen opportunity here. They want this. It's not their hammer. They're definitely going to go for the kitchen. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Oh, a little hard. Hard.
It looked like good speed, though. I thought it was going to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, I actually thought that looked really good, but definitely too hard. By like maybe a 1.5 2 feet too hard.
I feel like right now they're playing the who can kitchen each other first game.
No, Black is blasting clears right now, and they're just unable to clear it.
I don't know. All right, yeah.
Yeah,
That
Black
was
is blasting
clear.
clears.
That was kitchen plus.
I mean, that one he definitely looked like he wanted to stay in there, but he wasn't going for the kitchen.
Yeah.
But yellow just went for this shot.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm thinking. It's like, so you're not playing who can kitchen first, but you just left another kitchen attempt. If you give that to me for a second time, I'm probably going to get it. I think.
You're definitely going to get it. And yellow hooks it wide by, let's call it 10 inches. And, yeah, just can't. Oh, that's so rough. I'm like speechless right now. That's really rough. Especially because they're up a little bit.
It's one of those things like, is it just, was it not taking your time? Wow, two scores.
And Black gets the hammer. I wonder if what you said earlier was in his head. Like, I went for that 8 before. I came up too soft. I have to give it a little bit extra juice on the hammer and score. I'm sure he was thinking that.
Yeah, and then there's drift that just took it. Like, there's some drift there that just took it right past it.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, sorry. So I want to explain myself for a second. Usually sometimes when you're like going fast or slow, the drift can take it in different directions. But when it slows down, it'll take it, maybe it took it perfectly towards that 8. And since he went fast, it didn't catch some of the drift he was counting on.
Oh, got it. All right, yellow deciding to go on the board. They are down what looks to be 10 right now. Right, that was 16. Yeah, so yellow's down 10 after 4. Ryan was kind of doing this already, but he is playing the kitchen game. And Black is going to continue to do what they're trying to do, is just keep it clear.
Yeah, so there's 4 frames left, including this one, and they're down. I mean,
they're down 10.
They got to win this to get to overtime.
Absolutely. They definitely need to win this. And they definitely need to kitchen this to get back in the game.
Nope, but the 8 is in. 8 is in.
8's in, but not close to the kitchen. And now Black going to try to clear just like they did last time. Last time they hit it straight on. Maybe they're going to adjust the aiming point a couple inches to the right or left. All right, he's lining up. Blast it again and cannot clear it again. Wow.
Sometimes
Ryan,
those biscuits right near that center line, though, are hardest to clear.
Absolutely.
Because you haven't really tested out the drift there.
Ryan for kitchen attempt number 2.
Ooh, it's looking good.
Oh, too hard again.
That's
Leaves
rough.
himself on the 8A line.
That one looked good.
I think we want it to be good. I love rooting for an overtime.
I actually just love great shots. I'm like, yeah, make it so it makes it more interesting.
Yeah, you make great shots. Make shots that are great shots.
Make shots that are great shots.
All right, Black
All right,
blasting again.
Ooh, left it in.
Misclear number 3. I need Ryan to get this. I need him to get this. I'm always rooting for an overtime.
So you
All
got to
right.
take your time.
Kitchen attempt number 3.
Ooh, here he
That's
goes.
way off.
Yeah, but he probably
All
had
right,
the
at
point.
least he gets rid of the black. It almost looked like he was with that. And then black with an open clear and replace on this 8 to bring their lead to 18 points.
So you can see that he looked to talk to his teammate to see, like, just probably to make sure, hey, I'm going to go for this. What do you think?
All right, he's lining it up, shoots at pretty good speed,
Well, it's
and
kitchen
rolls
plus.
it left into an 8.
So
Nice hammer.
I like to call that kitchen plus. Like, you go, you're making sure to get the point.
Absolutely.
You don't want to end up giving them that 7 by accident.
Yeah, kitchen plus, if you don't know, that's where you're trying to kitchen someone and you give it an extra maybe like foot or 2 of power. So if you don't hit it straight on, you don't leave them in points.
All right, they're moving quick. You know, they're just getting ready to shoot already. Here we go.
Yeah, I mean, well, black knows what they're doing now. They're up 18, right? So if yellow keeps it clear and scores 2 8s, that's only 16. They need 18.
Yeah, well, they do have these 2. They have 2 hammers and they have 1 hammer left. So if they were to just score twice.
That's what I just said. I said if
Sorry.
they score twice, they have 16, but they're down 18.
Well, sometimes you got to hear yourself say it, you know?
That's true. I got you. All right. Black trying to block up the board. Look at that weird curve at the end there. It was going straight and then it curved out right. The player is right also.
Also, I'm not going to lie. It's a little loud in here.
Oh, yeah. It's mad loud in here. What song is this?
Can't talk about songs on YouTube.
No, you just very concerned about copyright infringement right now on Brooklyn Shuffleboard YouTube channel.
Actually, they're playing a really great song that was playing when I was in high school.
Throwback. All right, yellow going for the kitchen shot. Shoots it way too hard. They need to start playing like aggressive.
They're playing Outcast, which definitely played in my high school winter formal. All right, here he goes.
All
So
right.
It's kind of
Nice
that snuggle spot that Dana was going for earlier.
That's a nice block. If I'm yellow, I think given that you're down 18, you got to think about going on the board on the right and playing the kitchen game. Or you got to think about trying to bump one of those yellows in. But I don't really like to bump the yellow in because you might accidentally knock the black in. It's right there.
Also,
So
that farther one on the left is kind of
yeah, you can't really bump that
no.
in. The line doesn't
It's gonna
really
be-
work.
You're probably going to hit that black.
Yeah, so this is tough. Like, I think you, I don't know. We'll see what he goes for here. He tries to clear everything out.
Wow.
Doesn't really do it. And now black has to decide, do you want to block? Do you want to make, so black has 2 options with their last shot before yellow's hammer. It's, do I make the hammer hard for yellow's last shot by blocking the right side of the board? Or do I try to hide behind those yellow discs? And if I get the hide, we're kind of solidifying this win right now. It looks to me, because he's lining up from the 1 spot, that he's just gonna block it up.
Yeah, probably block the 10. Oh.
Oh, he goes for the high 10.
Wow.
And he
So-
gets, I don't know, is that a high 10?
No.
That's
There's
not a
room.
high 10.
You definitely have room to score and kitchen here.
I saw him gesture. He was trying to block the tip of the 10.
And
is what he
he
said.
took a warm-up shot too in the 10, so he
With
knows
this
where.
line?
Yeah. he
This is a
did.
crucial shot. If he gets this, they're only down 8. If he gets the kitchen, they're actually winning. Let's see if he can get it. Looks all right. No, misses it left. Speed looked like really good kitchen
Yeah,
speed, but he missed it
looked
left.
good.
That's really rough.
Those,
That was-
shots are tough.
That was pretty much a make or break shot. And 2 frames left. Yellow's down 18, black's up 18. 2 frames. If black can hold its lead, they will gain. Philly Specials will gain their 4th championship.
Yes. And sorry, I just wanted to say about how that's why on one of my warm-up shots I warm up the 10, because if somebody throws up a 10 and you don't know the drift, it's kind of a pivotal point where you need to hit it and score that 10, or you're not getting any points.
100% agree. For all the new teams out there, definitely use one of your shots, your 4 practice shots, to line up from the 1 spot and drill a disc down the center of the 10 and figure out if it curves left, right, or if it goes straight. All right, so yellow down 18. They got to go on the board and play the kitchen game. I don't know what they're thinking right now. You're down
Yeah.
18. This is your last hammer. You gotta score 18 now. You can't
Yeah.
rely on scoring without the hammer in the last frame.
I almost wonder if he's thinking, oh, I just need to score at least once. But I think Amanda's coming in. Hey.
Yeah,
I think you gotta go
Amanda's
on
coming
the-
in and being like, hey, we need to play some kitchen game here.
Yeah. Or
But what is he doing? Is he going down the alley, or is he trying to kitchen
it
that
looks
block?
like it. It looks like the alley. I think she said
He wants
try
to go
to
down the
hide.
alley. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, too
Ooh.
hard. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I mean, you're like, you need to take big risks right now because you're down 18.
Yeah, basically just go on, you're trying to go on the board anywhere, really.
Yeah, I'm fine with the chase in the alley. I kind of like kitchen bait, but
That's not going to, oh, that made it.
all
didn't-
right. I mean, chase
Ooh.
the alley again. Why not?
I'd do it again if I just did it.
I don't know. They're down 18. I think you throw him an 8 and try to hope he sticks and kitchens in. He's been missing every clear. He goes down the alley again. Like, this time it hooks left hard. That was absolutely insane. You see how much that curve left?
Yeah. I can't tell, though. I feel like he moved. Like, he was in the 4 spot in the far area, and it looked like he moved it over. Before,
I don't know.
Like, in a different spot.
Still, though, he needed to put that on the board. Like scoring 15 isn't going to do it for you.
Interesting. It looks like their team is discussing, like,
Yeah,
if they should hide or...
exactly. The person down here is suggesting hide, which absolutely is not the right shot. They're up 18. You should block or throw up. Like, it doesn't matter what you do. Just block. You just don't want to don't do anything that could result in leaving something for your opponent to kitchen. Let's say he goes for the 8. It's not hidden. Yellow kitchens it and scores an 8. Now it's a tie game. Just block up the front of the board. Let 8 score their hammer and go into the last frame with that lead and having your hammer if you're black. And that's perfect. That's
well,
perfect.
They
I
were
love
going for the block, but yeah, it's too high.
Yeah,
So now
that's
it's just
exactly-
open board.
That's a totally fine shot. Let your opponent score the hammer, go into the last frame with a lead, and you have the hammer. Just clear everything. Huge,
yeah.
huge hammer for Ryan, though, if they want any chance of getting back in this. This is an interesting question. You could go for the 10 or the 8 here. He's
I
going
think
for the 10.
You do the
or
cross
the
court
8.
and hope for the best.
Oh, he doesn't get it. I think that's on the line.
I think you do that cross court shot where if it's too slow, it lands in the 10, and if it's too far,
Yeah,
it
that's
lands
on
in
the
the 8.
line.
But
They're not calling it.
No,
Come on, call it, y'all.
It looks pretty
Why?
not in.
What is this game that they're playing? Just stand over the disc and say if it's in or not.
I haven't seen that in a while. I mean, do you think that's like a mental, like, sorry.
All right, third call.
Yeah, okay, third call. Sometimes, there's like mental tactics.
This is not even close to being in, but I love a good third call. Fastest third call ever. Fastest third call ever. All right. All right. So Philly Specials up 18 with the hammer. If you're yellow, you got to throw up 8s or 10s and hope that he sticks and hope that you get a kitchen. That's what you got to do. Henry Magel shaking his head right now. Yo, Henry, if you are yellow right now, what do you do in this situation?
You got to play kitchen bait. It's the only chance you have. I think you went a little too aggressive earlier. I think you had a chance. You had a hammer advantage early in this game, a hammer plus advantage, and you tried to get too cute thinking about being down 1 game. New 8 frames is new 8 frames. You just got to get yourself to overtime.
Preach.
And just play a quiet game, keep it clear, and score your hammer.
100%. Golden Tangs. Henry Magel, the Golden Tangs, knows exactly what to do in a situation like this.
Really good clear.
Yellow definitely did a good job playing that kitchen bait. Black cleared it perfectly. So you got to keep doing it. I mean, you got to hope that you get a kitchen and an 8, and your opponent whiffs on their hammer. Unlikely, but the only path to victory right now.
And this is when you I would try to survey the court, like try to score somewhere else, not in the same spot.
This is interesting. Do you clear it off, or do you just throw off? I think you clear it off, right?
Oh yeah, I'm clearing this off.
You're giving your opponent a chance to kitchen something, but
They could score. Sorry, is it enough, or if they score 3,
it's 18 points. Gets a
yeah.
really nice clear.
Yeah. Yeah, you
All right, so
clear
two
here,
yellow-
and then
2 yellow discs left. You got to throw up another 8 or a 10.
8 or a 10,
If it's not an 8 or a 10, this game's over.
unless he self-kitchens, which is not going to happen.
And he doesn't get the 8. This
Nope,
game's over.
Game over.
Wow. Let's see if Black knows it. I mean, I imagine they know it, but this game is over. Yeah. Yellow at the head is telling them. He says throw off. It's 18. 100% the right move.
He's saying stop, though. He's going to throw off, I think.
Yeah, he's definitely throwing off.
Good.
He throws off.
You You
And
gotta
we
know
have
the points,
new
though.
league champions. Congratulations to the Philly Specials, winning their 4th championship. They did it in dominant fashion as well. Neither of these games looked like they had all that much difficulty, I guess. I don't know, actually, maybe the first one did? I don't remember. Oh yeah, the first one they were close until they blew it open. Yeah, Philly Specials with the win. Doesn't drop the cherry. Disappointed in my man. Really nice play from Breakfast of the Champions. You can tell the crowd's rooting for an OT, but the Philly Specials earned that. 100% they earned that thing.
Fantastic team.
They played
Fantastic
so
team.
well. They also made a lot of really smart shots. All right, we're going to sign up. Thank you so much for watching Brooklyn Shuffleboard. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so already. We're going to be recording a lot more episodes. Winter season, we're trying to air one every week. I know I say that a lot, but you know, maybe someday I'll do it. Thanks again for watching. Thanks to Missy Keiko of the Golden Tangs.
Thank you, Jeff.
And one last thing on the channel. Can I hear a little Golden Tangs?
Golden Tangs.
Let's go. It's Banquet, baby. We're about to hit up this dance floor. Have a good night. Thanks again for watching. Peace out.